Alright, so the first palette that I bought off of Liquidation site is the appliance pack. This was the first palette ever that I bought for the Amazon returns to see if I can make some profit off of it. And the thing you have to know about the liquidation site that some people don't know about is that when you actually bid on a product, it's not like eBay where it ends on time. If you bid on the last 5 minutes of it closing, then it adds another 5 minutes to it. So it doesn't really matter if you wait till the last minute. I'm sure it's important to watch it till the last minute, but there's no use in bidding in the last 5 minutes because it'll add another 5 minutes from the time you bid. Also, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that on the YouTube videos, it actually says that some of these things are mysterious of what's in the box, but you can actually click on this view manifest button, and what it does is it brings up this pop-up box, and it actually tells you what it is, the exact items that are in this palette. So the one I bought, the retail value was at $2,167, and it had 9 different items in here. The bid that I won this item for was $190. Also, you have to calculate for shipping, which you can get an estimated shipping price through this buyer may arrange shipping button. And so the total that I paid plus shipping was $336. So when I received this box, the boxes looked pretty beat up. They weren't looking too great. Of course, you don't really know the condition of these items until you receive them. And so we had to open it up and check through all the appliances to see if they were actually working. And the only thing that came broken, I think, were the Ninja blenders, and I really don't recommend you getting a whole lot of or if you have a lot of blenders in the pile that you want, I feel like it's gonna come broken or not working, either or. So consider that when you buy that palette. And so these 2 of the blenders came broken. But other than that, everything else, actually the Nesco food dehydrator did not work either. But everything else actually worked, which is great, because I was very concerned that the most expensive ones, the juice extractor and the dehydrator, would not work. But they actually worked, so I was able to put them online. But here's another thing. So when you put it online, you can't really sell it as new sometimes because it obviously has been used and it's dirty, and people just return it without some parts. And so the first dehydrator that retails for here, it says $499.95. I actually listed it for $150 as used. Now, I think I could have gotten more from this item, but it was my first pile. I didn't really know what to price it, and I didn't want to price it too expensive because I didn't want to hold on to it forever. And so I listed it for a pretty cheap price. And also, the thing about it is sometimes if you list it for too cheap of a price, it's like the people who are buying it think what's wrong with it rather than, oh, it's cheap, it's great. There might be a question of why are they selling it for such a cheap price. So you might want to consider that. So this one, I actually sold it for a pretty good, decent price, and I've already made half of it back. And the next one, I sold the trays off of the dehydrator that did not work, which was fine, but I didn't make much money because the shipping took more than what I got from the person for the actual item. And so you have to kind of consider that too. Sometimes it might be better to do free shipping, but at the same time, if it's going to cost you a whole lot, especially for appliances, you might want to charge them good amount for the shipping, or amount that you are going to pay for shipping. And the juicer, I was able to get $2.99 for this item, which actually in retail price costs $5.99. So I got half of it back. So with this pile of things, this is my Excel sheet that I have created for the pile that I received for the appliance Amazon returns, and I've listed the items here, the condition, and the amount that I sold it for, the shipping received, shipping paid, and net shipping. And I have earned $701 from just selling the items. And I do not believe that this price includes or excludes shipping. So that's the total net income. And then there is the PayPal fee and the eBay fee and the shipping that I have subtracted from it. And the total net income was $183. Now, I have paid the buyer back for some of the parts that they were complaining of missing. So I had to pay $60 for that, and some of the parts that were missing in the boxes itself. So in actuality, I have paid $400 for the whole pallet, and after deducting all these fees and shipping, I have earned a net income of $183. But after shipping these parts of the blender, they wanted a refund, which I did indicate that I don't accept refunds. But since they were saying that it did not fit their blender because of it being newer version of the lid, I just gave them a refund and let them keep the item, since it wasn't going to be worth money for me to get it back and then ship it back. It was more money for me to send the shipping label back than to receive the item back. So I have refunded that money as well, and the final income for this pallet is $148. So up until the first purchase, I thought that I could earn money doing this as a business, which I did actually earn some profit off of the first pallet. But on the next part, I will be showing you my electronic pallet that I bought after this one, and the stress that comes along with it. So watch the next episode to find out.